Welcome, guys, gals, and we're also like to another episode of The Border Hoppers. And today we are actually having a normal episode instead of having another rant episode where we just keep not making an episode. So we're really excited to make this episode. Today we have a new special guest. This is Shaila.
Hey, my name is Shaila, and this is my first time on a podcast, and I'm very happy to be here.
We're really excited to have her this time. She's been wanting to be on this on a episode, and we haven't ever had started an episode, so we're really excited to make this
Yeah,
one.
By the way, don't mind the mic quality. It might be a little weird for all of us.
Yeah.
it's okay.
If it sounds as, you guys can let us know in the comments and wherever you're watching this. And we are very sorry for not making any episodes or posting anything. I posted a lot on the
Yeah,
Instagram. You guys can check it
I
out.
wonder
Check it.
why. I wonder why.
But yeah, we all wonder why. We don't know. But again, you guys can check us out on the Border Hoppers Instagram. It's at the Border Hoppers. We post a lot of stuff there, and the TikTok as well. You can watch, or you can go on the link tree. You have all the links on there. I can put it on the description below as well. But yeah, again, we are really excited to actually make an episode. And again, sorry for the delays. We just keep forgetting about this podcast, or mostly my co-host. But again, yes, thank you for waiting. We are excited to make this new episode. Anyways, any further ado, we've all went through the 2021 COVID pandemic, the worst year in most people's lives. A lot of people died. A lot of people. It was such a roller coaster of emotion for a lot of people. A lot of people actually died too.
Speaking of which, my sister actually told me like a kind of fun fact. Not really a fun fact, but just a fact about like the what happened during COVID. Like you will notice that you start like not being as good as you used.
So again, you're like, I can agree with you as well, because I'm not gonna say I was really social either way too. You know, I wasn't social when the COVID pandemic hit, even before or after. But like when like that whole year happened, I just stopped talking to anyone. That made me like lose more contact with people. It was so bad to a point where I was terrified to even start talking to anyone. I never made friends until like maybe the ninth grade. But after that, it was such a terrible fucking time to be alive. You
Like
know?
even apparently I was super social when I was younger. Now I'm just like, yeah, I'm kind of social, but like,
No, yeah,
I'm alright.
no, yeah, it really sucked for a lot of people.
What about
Another.
what
Oh,
about you,
my bad.
Shaila?
I feel like during the COVID times, I was really like not down to earth, and I was like, I want to go outside. I want to go here. I want to go there. Why am I trapped? Like, I'm still young during that time, so I'm like, what is happening?
Mm.
Yeah, like a bunch of people were depressed because like you can't really go outside, you
Yeah,
can't socialize, you can't be the same person you used to be anymore.
No, yeah, it was
yeah, it
sad. It was
was.
no. Mm.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, another bad thing that came with the whole pandemic was actually doing online classes. That was not fun.
Oh no, that was actually terrible. Like no one actually, I don't think almost anyone passed that year.
No, wait. So for the school I was going to, supposedly they passed everyone. Doesn't matter if you were failing or
Yeah,
doing
like
terribly bad.
Wow.
that's what I mean. Like literally, no one would have passed if the teachers
Oh no,
didn't
yeah,
like
yeah.
make everyone pass.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was so close. I was so close to do repeat a grade because I failed a really important test. So lucky me.
You guys, I I was
Mm.
homeschooled during that time. I never actually got into like real public school until
Oh
I
my god,
came to
it
seventh
it
grade.
sounds so like sad to have enough money to do at home
It's not.
school.
No, my mom homeschooled me.
Oh shit,
May
I'm so sorry.
may I
No,
ask,
it's good. I got to
like
play Roblox every day.
if I may ask, like, is there a reason why you were homeschooled and not like taken to school?
My mom like used to like she had babysit these kids, and she wanted to be closer to us and do like a lot of these cool activities, so she would babysit us like along with those kids, and take us out to fun places, especially when it came over the weekend. She just wanted to be very close to us. And
Mm.
now she has sacrificed her sleep so during the daytime she can be with us. So she works at nights now. W mom.
That's a sweet mom. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I love her.
it's a real mom. She's a really strong woman to like actually do all of that and actually
Mhm.
work at night.
I felt
Damn.
so bad because she used to work from 7 p.m. to 3 a.m.
Fuck.
and now she switched it over to 3 p.m. to
Mm.
11 p.m. So
Oh, so she got a little bit more of a break. She's at
yeah,
least not going back home at like 3.
yeah.
Damn.
But she works from home though.
No, yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, now she's making money
Yeah,
and just being at home. Yeah, I would love that to do that too.
yeah.
Mm.
Sometimes I have to remind her that I'm alive, you know?
Oh my god. Okay.
Y'all, I have a
Okay.
question.
Uh
What are your stances on like TikTok now having ad contents?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So something about that too. Okay. So where you can like watch like parts of shows or a whole episode of like any shows on TikTok right now.
Yeah.
There was this one video. It was I don't remember what show it was. I'm not sure if it was Shameless or South Park, but I was watching it, right. I was so intrigued by the episode. Y cuando sale un fucking ad, I was like, what? Why? And I got so pissed off. I even wrote on the comments of that ad, why did you guys give me this? The fucking show was getting so good. I don't. Why would they bring ads on TikTok? Like, sure, it's gonna get banned and they're gonna make
I
money off of it,
never
sure, but like, why fucking ads?
I never
Like
noticed that. I've been on TikTok a lot. I've never had like ads come in between my videos. I've
No,
only
no,
had it
no,
like,
no.
when I
No.
scroll.
It's no. It's when no. It's when you
it's like
like
when
watch a
you
full video.
yeah, when you watch a full video, it has
Oh.
like sometimes it has like a countdown, a 5-second countdown for the like
I
when the video
hate
is
that
gonna
so
end.
fucking much.
Is
And
this
then
a YouTube partnership?
No,
nah,
funny enough.
probably not. Also, I noticed there's another way you can get ads. If you like go inside someone's profile and start scrolling through some of their TikToks on there,
Yeah, yeah. I fucking hate that.
sometimes it just gives you random ads too. And remember when they used to like do a bunch of like memes and shit about like Stephen Hawking being on Epstein Island?
Oh.
I
Oh
remember
my
the
god.
what
That
was
was
bro
such a
even doing
phase.
there?
I remember
That was
someone
such a phase.
I remember watching a quote, literally some guy saying like, how would it even happen? Would someone
I
put a
don't know.
slide on and then like a child on top
Okay,
of a
okay,
plane?
okay, okay. Okay. So,
What?
again, so another bad thing that was happening during the quarantine is we all had school Chromebooks, and for
Yeah.
me, in my opinion, I had a Chromebook until the what's it called, until like the next like the second year. No, yeah. So the second year after quarantine, I remember when we were all coming back to school, right? I kept my computer like on top notch. It was beautiful. It wasn't broken until I broke it in the fucking ninth grade.
Oh
Oh no 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 no
shit.
no. Yeah, you know how it broke though.
How?
So I liked collecting pins, right? And I still do.
Oh my god.
I put a pin in the protector case that it was in it, and I think I closed it a little bit too hard. Um,
Um,
and the screen fucking this like broke, destroyed. It was disintegrated.
Oh
And when I
lord.
opened my computer, I was like, "What the fuck happened to
you
my
were
computer?"
stunned.
I was, and I was even looking around. Was like, was my book bag? I checked my book bag. It wasn't that. Was it a pencil that I had in there? No, it wasn't. My pencil was in the back, and I had it a lot of times. So it wasn't. I would
Um,
believe it wasn't the pencil, right? Until I saw the fucking pin that was next to it, and I was like, that's the same place where the pin was. I cried, and they made me pay $40. And then you know what I heard the next day? Oh yeah, my computer broke, but I didn't have to pay for it from a random ass person.
no way.
I had to
Really?
I had to get a money order, and I fucking hated it so much,
For me,
so
my
fucking much.
Chromebook, like it's surprisingly still doing well, pretty much. Like yeah, it has like a for some reason like it's like cracked in like a corner of it, but on
Mm.
like everything apart from that is pretty good right now.
Do you know the screws that are on the Chromebook, like on each corner of the
Did you take
screen?
did you
Yeah.
take it off?
My Chromebook was missing like two, and it was still like holding together for its life.
And you still have like about a good, let me check, six, no, got
You might
a
have
good
like a
4
whole
more
year, maybe.
years or so. Or
Uh-huh.
7.
Yeah.
Wait,
I've had it for like, yeah, like a year. But my Chromebook only having like two screws out of four and holding on for its dear life. And I only had it for like a year.
Damn, only when I kept mine for maybe more than like the whole quarantine until it fucking broke because of a fucking pin. I was even pissed off.
Wait,
Like uh-huh.
y'all got Chromebooks during quarantine?
I think it was like the second year or the first year we
Yeah.
were in school. Yeah, you didn't get
Yeah.
that?
I didn't get any Chromebooks during quarantine. I had to use my own.
Oh
Damn.
shit, loser.
Fuck off.
Not me though. They gave me the computer. Like, oh no. It's because like my school was like giving you an option to still do online school or actually go in person. And because of my parents, I had to do it in person. So that's why they gave me a Chromebook before everyone else. Or not that.
Uh,
It's just because like everyone got one. Everyone just had to pick it up though. At my school though.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Mm,
feel you.
I hated the school so much, but I had to do it. Oof. But yeah,
Um,
uh-huh.
for the Chromebooks being broken, for me, a lot of incidents that was happening was the like the kids, they would have their Chromebook case like really full, like the pocket,
Mhm.
and they would forget, and they would put their AirPod case like right inside. You know how people put their books like inside between the computer and the screen, right? So some kids would put their AirPod case inside between those and they would close it up. They would open it up to the screen being like all cracked and everything, and they would still be wondering,
Uh,
what happened to my Chromebook?
this is why I always carried a backpack. I hated the backpack, sure, but it gave me my good back.
Yeah.
But and because you have like they should have known to wear a fucking backpack, but no, they wanted to act so cool and just have their own just a Chromebook. And sure, it was more easier to carry shit, but like so yeah,
Yeah.
that's how easy you can break something that fucking quickly.
and it's fucking so expensive just to get it repaired.
No, exactly. Like, why the fuck is
Everything's
it so
getting
expensive?
everything's getting so
Yeah.
expensive. Like I heard like they're jacking up prices over there in Spotify.
Bro,
Yes.
I can't look. I can't even
Fifteen
look at my
dollars to skip an ad.
and $15 to actually look the lyrics of a fucking song.
Yes, like for what? Like I come on here, I want to see your lyrics because I cannot hear, and it's like, oh, that's too bad. Would you like to pay $30 or 15 for a month? And it's
Right,
like,
like what
for
the
what?
fuck? Oh no, you know what you can
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
Look, a little life hack you guys can actually do. Instead of paying the $12 fully, there's an easy way to do it. Or if it's possible to do it. The way I did it for someone, it was just go on Target or any like website that can give you like your gift card like online, just like Target or Walmart where you can like buy it off of it the same page. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, you just go on Target, search up Spotify gift card, and it's gonna give you one for $10, like $10 with no change, nothing else. You just buy with your credit card or gift card you may have, and then after that you just sign up with your same account, put the same number, the same code for the Spotify gift card, and then boom, you get free. No, you don't get free, but you get your Spotify premium for 1 month, and it's $10 instead of 12 or 13 fucking dollars.
Me
Uh,
personally, me
Do you
mm,
personally,
mind writing that on a paper for me later? Because I
I
might try
I
that
got you.
out.
I got you. Don't worry.
That was a
me,
bit
per-
too much.
me personally, I just use YouTube with ad blockers and hope for the best.
Oh,
It
I
actually
just
works.
use YouTube Music and I'll just skip the ads. Like,
Type
oh
shit.
my
No,
God.
but YouTube Music gets repetitive and it kind of sucks. I don't like
Yeah,
using it.
it's like
I'm
I
wait,
can't
wait, wait,
even
wait,
go
wait,
onto Instagram.
Spotify and YouTube Music. I'm sorry. I know I'm on y'all's platform. My bad. That's on me. I was just saying you guys give it too much ads.
Yeah.
Just a disclaimer, so I don't get
And we're not
banned
gonna
on
be
both.
complaining if you're paying us, but like we're complaining against us.
YouTube
Exactly.
Music keeps reminding me every time I go on it. It's like, oh, you had premium before. Do you want it again? I'll give you a
Exactly.
discount.
It did the
Or
same
it's
thing to me
like,
as well.
or it's like, oh, too many ads popping up. Get premium, and it's like, I don't want premium.
It's just like a crazy exercise. Like, you want to come
Yeah.
back? You want to come
Do you want to come back? I know you loved it.
back? Exactly. I know, but it's just it's so like it gets so boring. And like
Yeah.
another life hack, because most of y'all, or I'm not gonna say y'all, right? But like most people
Mm-hmm.
actually like listen to stuff like this podcast on like under Apple devices. So you can go on iOS, right? There's an app, Spotify podcast, or no, not my bad, Apple Podcast. it doesn't give you any ads, and you can watch this podcast as well. It won't give us as much of
Mhm.
viewership on Spotify and YouTube Music. So like, let's not go there. But if y'all don't want ads on any podcast, I don't think you get ads on podcasts. I hope.
Yeah.
Or you can just pirate a podcast if you. Me personally, I don't. Really, I'm like a pirating person. Like I literally pirated the new movie that came out.
Lucid. Okay, look, I'm just saying, let's not consider to tell people to pirate shit because it's illegal too. Just so you know.
I guess I'm going to jail.
Okay.
But hey, at least I'm gonna be happy. At least I'm doing what I want.
Oh, we
Okay.
might get a bit canceled for that.
Yeah, let's hope not. But like I
Yeah.
was saying, yeah, you can get like no ads on the Apple Podcast. You can, and it's free as well on iOS. You can watch all the episodes there too as well. You can go there.
Yeah.
Because
Please
YouTube
support.
Music has an ad, yeah. Because YouTube Music,
Yeah.
and I won't get paid for Apple Podcasts. I'm being nice because I won't, I'm not getting paid on any platform. But I mean,
Oh.
yeah, the Apple Podcast doesn't give me money at all because I don't pay for the subscription because they have another subscription too. Like every website has subscriptions, and I hate it because now Apple Music is making me pay to have a whole platform. And again, Apple Music, I'm not saying anything bad against you guys. It's just I'm not paying $13 just so I can look at my viewers because I can just see half of it a little bit. So yeah, but love you
If
guys from Apple
if you
Podcast,
think about it, they're making you pay more money just so they can pay you like a cent each time you post something.
and I would be fine with that, right? Apple Podcast, I'm not against y'all. um,
But by the way,
Oh, we're gonna have this discussion a bit later.
okay, so again, so this part of the podcast again, happy Pride Month to the people.
Happy Pride Month.
happy Pride Month.
Uh, s- so the biggest problem with the LGBTQ community is they get discriminated a lot, and
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, if you put it in this way, it like you one day wake up and you're like, you know what? I don't really like hanging out with these certain people. I
Mhm.
kind of like these type of genders, they make me feel more comfortable. And it's like when you try to express those feelings and it's like they don't want to accept you because you're quote unquote different. Although those same people are friends with furries and like these people who want to be like
Mhm.
a brick wall at one point, and it's
Brick
like,
wall.
what's the difference? Yeah.
When we're talking about
Exactly.
like we're talking about people being gay, right?
Mhm. The
Yeah,
LGBT or
like
the
the whole
LGBTQ
LGBTQ.
community.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, I don't mind them. I don't mind them at all. Like because like okay, gay people like they're over here like oh I'm gay. I'm like cool, you're gay. Go be yourself then. But like
Yeah.
in my opinion, like this might get us canceled maybe. But in my opinion, like trans people like I feel like they're a little more pushy than like gay people. Like they don't
You
want
know,
us to
Yeah.
be.
it's not no, yeah, it's not all of them though. It's just some people who like want to push it too much to people because they think
Yes.
nobody actually cares about them. That's another problem too. Like, uh, it doesn't like anyone who has any kind of different sexuality or gender. I don't mind it. It's
Mhm.
not my part where I'm supposed to be like, oh, I don't like these kind of people or these types of people. Or you can't
Yeah.
even say types or kinds because that still sounds really homophobic, like in some part, right? But
Yes.
in my opinion, I don't mind if you have a different sexuality or gender of like what I have, right? But the only thing I don't like is like whenever they want to push it too much on you, and that's the only
Mhm.
thing I don't like. Like you guys, you could be whatever you want to be, but don't like try to push it onto people without asking them first. Like like sure you can come up to a person and be like, do you support the LGBTQ community? And like if they say no, then if they want you to explain it for them, then you could explain for them. You don't have to push it like onto them. Just as the same thing as goes for religion. Let's say someone's from a Christian family hold, right, or Catholic or whatever, right? There's someone else who isn't a part of any religion, and then someone pushes that onto them. That's how they not that's how it makes them not want to become in a part of religion. Just exactly as the same thing as the LGBTQ community. It's like the same thing going around with that. That's like one big problem with it too. Like people have
Yeah,
problems with
you're
the
right.
LGBTQ community because of the amount of times they
And
push it onto them.
yeah. I feel you. You know, honestly, I think I'm not trying to put like religions into LGBTQ because I
Mm-hmm.
know a lot of them are kind of homophobic. But
Mm-hmm.
if you do think about it, like let's say, gay people, men, they want to wear, wigs, makeup,
Mm-hmm.
nails and all of that. And it's kind of like if you connect it to like other people, people who wear hijabs, and it's like, oh, like you're gonna discriminate them because they can't show their hair because of their religion,
Exactly.
and you're also gonna discriminate the gay people just because of like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like women should be proud that there's people, gay people wearing these clothes because like you're getting discriminated by men telling you to not wear those clothes, and there's men over here wearing them like they look good, they're trying to embrace
Mm-hmm.
themselves and they're trying to like help other people not
Yeah,
be
like
scared like wearing those stuff. Like these gay men are actually like they're I feel like they're brighter than women in a certain mind point, you know, and like they're always like I feel like gay men. I'm actually really jealous. Like they have more fashion.
no, yeah,
Like they
no.
have
It's
more
like it's
fashion than
really funny.
me.
Yeah, it's really funny how I end up on TikTok, and it's like this guy who was like gay, right? They can eat outfits up. Like I'm just saying, they like, oh my fucking
Yes.
god. Yeah, they. I even when I'm going outside, right? There's like random people, or not random people, but I mean, I see like a gay person, right? Like the outfits they have, like I'm even staring at them. I'm like, damn. If I try to look
Like,
like
and
that,
they
it would look
even have
sad.
better bodies than us. Like, what are you doing to get these type of bodies?
Yeah,
Like, I'm
yeah,
going
it's
to the gym every day, and you're over here eating Chipotle and having such a good body.
exactly.
Like, what are you
Ooh,
doing?
talking
Hand
about
me down that
Chipotle.
recipe.
Exactly, but talking about Chipotle, Chipotle is
Sometimes it's just
kind of
genetics.
that too. But so
Yeah.
supposedly Chipotle is really healthy. It's just like eating a normal plate at home, because
hmm
Chipotle has a lot of protein, a lot of good things too. It's fast food, sure, but it can be good for you if you know how
I
to like
feel
diet
like we
Chipotle.
can't.
Yeah.
I don't want to. For me, I don't include Chipotle as being fast food because Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, they're fast food because their food is artificial and because of how much grease they have. Chipotle, on the other hand, it's really like, oh, just go to Giant real quick, get these, this and that. Make
Mm-hmm.
your little burrito at home. Like, it's healthy. Like, you get options and what to choose to put in it. It's not like fast food, hella grease. You get fat just by eating. I don't want to say fat, but like, you get, like, gain a lot of
Yeah.
weight just by
Mhm.
eating this, like, one burger.
Exactly, because like you said, it's like mostly artificial.
Yeah.
McDonald's, Burger King, the other really popular fast food places, it's just mostly just greasing shit up. And Chipotle,
Yes.
they actually cook it in front of you too. Like McDonald's does the same thing, but it's like all the shit it was already cooked beforehand, and then just
Mm-hmm.
frying it again. For Chipotle, and I'm not saying 100% sure. I haven't researched a lot of into it, but
Yeah.
but Chipotle, yeah, they cook it in front of you, and you can see how they cook it. And yeah, it's like Chipotle is really healthy because all the
I
ingredients,
mean,
and it even
you
tells you
could,
the. Mhm.
yeah, you could also, I feel like you could also like compare it to Subway. Like, Subway, they do the same thing, right in front of you,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
it's, it's like, it's
And
like
and I.
you get the
Mhm.
amount of things that you can put in there, but like I don't know, it's something that Subway is more unhealthy than Chipotle, but I just can't really pinpoint why.
No, I would feel like because like Chipotle has more of protein. Like all the food they have, it has more protein like than Subway.
It could also
And mhm.
it could also just be like a standard thing, like, oh, you see Subway to be like a less like popular, like mediocre fast food chain, and you see Chipotle to be like a higher standard.
Mhm.
Mm,
Because Chipotle is like I would think that Chipotle is more popular than Subway, but if it isn't, I'm really confused on that part. But no, yeah, it's understandable.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, um, what is it? Subway is more bread than what you get inside. It's more bread. Yeah.
I'm fine with that because I'm more of a like bread eater, just like my mom. My
Yeah.
mom does the same thing. There was this I don't know if you guys
Just eat up, little
know,
boy.
huh?
Just eat up.
Exactly, type shit. But have you guys ever tried a torta?
Oh my
And look,
God,
and
you're
I'm not
making
look.
me
You
hungry.
know what the fun fact? I heard so many memes about a torta, but
No,
I
no,
don't even know what the
no,
fuck a torta
that's
is.
a different torta. That's a different torta.
That's like it's a hate word for,
No,
like,
no, it's a
you
body
know,
type. I think Supposedly.
Yeah. No, it's not a body type. It's a
Why
it's
you
a hate
built like a
word for those
torta?
people.
What for those people? I thought. Meanwhile, I'm over here thinking just for to shame your sister. Why you
Oh
built
my
like a
No,
torta?
what
god.
I mean, it's to shame people who don't like, you know,
Or just a little bit
you know,
Exercise.
overweight.
yeah, yeah, just like people who don't have like a really healthy body.
No, I like tortas too. Shit, every body
Oh,
type is fine as shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
yeah.
Mm,
I mean,
mm,
honestly, like, let's say you're like overweight, right? Like, if you're not, like, if you're trying to work yourself out to get to a certain point where you're considered healthy and like you're in a relationship with me, then that's fine. But if you're gonna keep like, consuming the worst things, greasy things that is gonna cause you to lose,
mm,
um, like lives and health, like lives, like you could be like 230 pounds, you can be like 13 years old at that age and you'd only have
mm.
20 years left to live. But if you're 17 and you're still, not working yourself out and you're over 300 pounds, then you only have like 5 years left to live because, like, you're eating all of these things, you're not caring about yourself, and you have to, like, put yourself in a mindset, you have so
Yeah,
much
but
left to
no,
live. Why are
that
you just putting yourself far into not being able to, you
no,
know?
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, sure, but
Yeah,
like most people, a lot of people, you won't ever know if they're like going through anything. But
yeah,
what I can tell you personally is like I back when I was like a little kid, like a child. I remember I was like kind of overweight for my
yeah.
age. And I was depressed for a little bit. And it's understandable whenever
You
like
were depressed
some
as a child.
I wouldn't say like fully depressed like
It's
teen.
okay. He was in his stage.
No, I just felt sad because I had a big ass belly
Mhm.
when I was a child, and I was like,
Oh
damn,
my god.
am I ever gonna lose this fat? Like even as a child, I was like, damn. I see my other friend and bro is skinny as fuck, and then I see myself, I'm like, damn, am I gonna stay like this forever? Okay, but why do you think I like tortas? Like they're fine as shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, but if anyone's dealing with that kind of mental problem, just like remember,
Yeah.
like it's just depending on who like tells you how you look, and possibly you're just yourself. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
any body type is fine as shit. They're all beautiful. Uh, that no one should worry more about like their body and more onto their mental health. But everyone has their own problems, and still,
Honestly,
mm,
back to you and how like you were saying like you're comparing yourself to your skinny friend. For me, when I was little, I always wore dresses because I was so insecure about like how, like chubby I was, and so I'd always wear dresses
mm-hmm,
to like hide how chubby I was. But
mm-hmm.
mind you, I'm only like 5, 8 years old at this time, and I'm like so
No,
worried
yeah,
about how I look,
exactly.
and it's like why did I care at that time? I literally was the food was so
No,
good.
exactly. Like, look,
Waking up in
okay.
the morning with
No, that,
the
that's another
with the
thing. Yeah.
tortillas, bro.
No,
But I've
exactly.
noticed like a bunch of kids are like wearing sweaters. Like they usually wear sweaters.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, it's not hot and everything, but they just wear sweaters just to cover up their bodies and
Oh, the
shit.
little babies, bro. Like that's another thing I
Yeah.
hate too. Look, that's another thing going around with the same problem with social media. Like kids are
Yeah.
kids are always looking at themselves. They're like, oh, I look ugly, and that's why I want to wear this or that. And it's all just because of fucking social media too. That's another part of that
Yeah,
too.
so it's
Hmm.
because a lot of people are comparing themselves to people, who've got
Right. And
surgery or putting on
mhm,
hella filters or like editing
exactly.
their bodies.
And
And
it's
that's the worst
Unrealistic.
part of social media because you don't know what's real and what's fake.
exactly, and it's
Yeah.
mostly just young children, and I feel so bad for them.
Yeah.
Live your life as you want it. You're young as shit. There's no reason for you to like tell yourself, "Oh, I'm so ugly, and I don't want to look like this," because I don't want people to think of me one way. Like, eat your fucking food. No, like be who you want to be. Like you're young as shit. There's no reason why you're supposed to feel so bad about your body. And again, I would understand on their point of view because I dealt with that too. But then I was like, fuck
Mm-hmm.
it. Like I'm so young. I can devour a fucking Big Mac without myself like telling myself, damn, I'm fat as shit. And now when anytime I'm eating a Big Mac, I'm like, damn, it's a fat ass fucking Big Mac. And
Yeah.
I still eat
I
it, right? But
mm-hmm.
in a way.
Like
Hmm.
I feel
like
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 up
yeah.
into your oh,
Hmm.
Off the books real quick. Let me just share a story like off the books and
okay,
off the story. Um, uh, basically when I was young, like when I was born, I was actually born like
When he
a
was
lot.
bored.
Yeah, when I was born, or like when I was born, I was actually born a couple months before I was supposed to be born, so I was a little more skinnier than
You
I
were
was supposed to
premature,
be.
right?
Yeah, premature.
Mm-hmm.
And like that, like since I was like skinny and everything, my mom was so worried for me. Like she started feeding me a lot and a lot and a lot, so like I grew like big and chubby, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And but then when like one day, like I don't know why but she sent me to El Salvador for a bit to be with my grandma, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when
Mm.
I came back, she said like I basically look like skin and bones.
Oh,
And she once again became worried for me again, and just kept on feeding me, and that's how I became chubby as a little kid.
Oh, but a little chubby
I
Lucy
can
kid now.
imagine, yeah.
No,
I
and
feel like
mm,
up until you're like 10, that's when you should start controlling, I wouldn't say controlling too much, but
no,
just watch like how much you
mm,
like what you're eating, because then it's a little harder to lose weight as you get older, but
mm.
like you still have baby fat between like when you're a toddler up
No.
until you're like
Mm-hmm.
7, so you're
Like
still
I feel,
just a little baby. Your body needs that fat. It needs that fat to help process everything.
Yeah, the
Once you get
protein too.
older, then you can start going to the gym and working out and put your body however you want to put it.
Mm-hmm.
me personally, I think like
Eat as much as you want.
me personally, I think 10 years old is a little too young to be
Exactly.
worrying
I
about it.
would say when
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
I'm
like
thinking maybe
the
like around
I'd say
14,
13,
15,
13,
14 or
14. Yeah.
I would
like
say like
around
I
there.
would say around like the end of middle school, the
Yeah.
first year of high school. That's when you would start like thinking about that, because then it's just more about
Mhm.
peer pressure on people. This like one of your friends gonna say, "Oh, you look so bad in one way," or
Yeah.
or yourself. You're gonna tell yourself, "Damn, I don't like the way I look," but like then you would want to think about that, right? Like I've gone
Yeah,
through that part
Honestly,
of my life, and now I'm like I don't give a shit anymore. Because after I've like heard a lot of things from my doctor, I'm like
oh,
I don't care
yeah.
anymore.
I'm gonna tap into like a maybe sensitive topic for
Hmm.
maybe some people, but like,
Wait,
what
wait.
are your
Before you go on with that, just a
hmm?
what's it called? Discretion advisory, just for anyone, just in case if my
Mhm.
co-host says anything bad, but
um
just mm,
all right then, like discretionary advisory to anyone who has dealt with like self harm or been with self harm. Like, have any of y'all like what are your thoughts on self harm in your opinion?
uh,
Am I allowed to
mhm,
answer that since I was a part?
I
sure.
mean, it's up to you if you want to.
I mean, honestly, self-harm, it's not like we don't think of it as self-harm. We think of it more like, oh, if I do this, then I'll be skinny. Or if I do this, I'm gonna be perfect. If I do
Mm,
this, I'll be better in people's eyes. Honestly,
mm,
it's like we don't know we're torturing ourselves. We just know we're putting ourselves through this stage where it's like, stop eating, you're eating too much, people are going to start bullying you. And it's like we're harming ourselves without knowing it. And I did this throughout whole middle school because everyone would be like, oh, you're so fat, oh, you're so ugly. And then I was like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm coming to school to learn. I'm not coming to school to be bullied because of how I look.
exactly.
And that
Fuck your
really
people.
honestly affected me so much that during the summer, I stopped eating so much. My mom was like, she was worried, like, are you on a diet or something? Like, what's wrong? I 5, 10, an hour ago, I was just eating ice cream with cereal.
No, exactly.
Like,
Like you should eat what you want. Like, and no one can
yeah,
tell you otherwise. Like, and I would understand. Like we just said beforehand. Like the
yeah,
like how big you think you're becoming or some other reason. Uh, yeah.
yeah.
There's not like yeah. I don't
Like,
remember what I was gonna say, but
it's like, yeah, you eat what you want to eat because like, who cares what other people say? As long as you're happy and
Life's
do
too short to be worrying about other people's opinions. And I have to
exactly.
remind myself every day that, because sometimes it's like they say something a little bit too harsh, and it's like, oh, that really hit hard. Maybe I
No,
should work on it. And then it's like, do I even know this person so much for them to be telling me that?
exactly. Like in my personal perspective. For me, whenever anyone has said something like that to me, I'm always like, okay, and then I just move on, because
Yeah,
at the end of the day, they're gonna get karma back in some way or another,
yeah,
and like, because
like,
like it's just worse. They won't hurt you because it's just like it's a verbal
but I
attack.
realize like how powerful words can be. Like,
No, they can.
um,
yeah.
I like one time I was sitting like in ninth grade. I was sitting next to this girl, right?
Mhm.
And like we were like, and many of us that were like just talking like on the table, and we're talking, and we're just like playing around, like being assholes and shit like that, right?
Mhm.
And
Mm.
I jokingly said, "Oh, shut your big forehead ass up." And like I can tell like that actually stuck with that girl, and like she actually like felt like I insulted her now, and I felt bad. Like I was like, damn, that actually hurt the girl.
Mhm.
Like,
Like,
so
it's,
just be careful. Just be careful with whatever you say. Like you may think it won't
yeah.
hurt them, but it will actually like it might actually affect them like much more than you think it will.
Mhm.
Yeah. Me personally, when it comes to that, like middle school, and when it comes to like harsh comments, racial comments, it really does hit hard because you're coming from elementary, just a little kid who's been playing outside recess after lunch, going into middle school where these people are telling you things, sticking stuff into your head. And honestly, I am like one of the victims because people used to tell me that I had a big ass forehead, and it's like, do I really have a big forehead? I got
Mhm.
bangs to hide my forehead. Like, not
Oh, I'm
even
so
2
sorry.
months into school,
Mhm.
I got bangs because I was so sick and tired of people telling me that I had a big forehead. And that's a story not a lot of people know why I have bangs. It's kind of like, oh, you came to school, ooh, new haircut, you look good. And I was like, yay.
Yeah, because
So,
whenever they say something bad about you, you feel
yeah,
terrible. But whenever they say something good about you, you feel some sort of like happiness. And yeah,
yeah,
and I would understand it
I heard like
100%.
it's rare for I heard it's rare for boys to ever get like a compliment. So whenever you
mm-hmm,
compliment something from there, they're like just gonna be happier. Like if
Yeah,
you compliment their
excited.
shirt, they're gonna wear that shirt more often because they're like, oh yeah, I look good in this shirt and
yeah,
stuff
Oh
like
my god,
that.
no, yeah, that goes like there's something like a similar thing that happened to me. It wasn't a compliment, but it's going back to like the bad comments people talk about me.
yeah.
And this one came from a family member. Again, I'm not gonna disclose who it was. I said this. I think I said this on the third episode or the second, but I remember there
Yeah,
was like it was a third. If you guys heard that episode beforehand, you would know that one of my family members. I didn't ever disclose it, and I'm gonna keep it not disclosed because I kind of still talk to that guy. It's a guy.
mm-hmm,
So that family member, right? When he came back to my house, like we've had bad blood since like I don't remember when. Can't remember if it was because of a family problem we had or just because he was kind of
yeah,
an asshole. But what's it called? I came back from school, right? And because I'm going to a different state to go to school now,
yeah,
the personality I have, it just changed a little bit because I had to fit in with the whole new school. Um so he came up to me, right? And I thought he was gonna say something cool. And I, as a really bad teenager, you know how the word way in Espanol or in Spanish, I mean, it's like
yeah,
how can I explain it? It's like saying that's my dude, or and like it's in a way he thought it was disrespectful, right? I was always calling him way
mm-hmm,
and shit, and I did, and I felt proud of it. I don't give a fuck. So for him, I was like, "Going that way, right?" And he was like, "Why do you call me like that? You're not supposed to call me like that, right?" And then I was like, "Oh,
mm-hmm,
okay." And then the minute I was changing, because I'm comfortable changing in front of my family, because it's my family. They're not gonna say anything
yeah,
bad about me. But there's limits. Um, for when he looked at me, right, he was like, "Damn, you gained a little bit of weight." The minute he said that, I went back to my room and had the shirt on all day. I never left the fucking room because I was so pissed off at him, and like and in some part of my body, I was so pissed off because like he was saying some other shit. I can't remember what it was. It was like a whole just out of nowhere kind of comment. But yeah, he was like,
mm-hmm,
you gain a little bit. You're getting a little bit fatter." And I was like, okay, look at yourself and look at your fucking family, and then tell me how you feel about that. I was so close to tell him that, or I think I said something about it. I think I told him to him or possibly his younger son. Let's not go
mm,
to like comments, but no, yeah. He said that to me, but I had so much hatred inside my body. I just left, and I haven't talked to him since. Like we talked like from time to time, but it was never like close anymore because like he's been such a bitch, and yeah, I hate the comments he's telling me. Like even him and like what's it called, his wife, they like giving me like a little bit bad comments now. Maybe because they think that I don't care because I'm a teenager, but the comments they be telling me a lot. It's just so uncomfortable talking to them. That's why
do
I
they
don't like
have
talking.
kids of their own?
Yeah, they have three. Two
Okay.
old ones. Yeah, two like my what's it called? Two that aren't minors and one that is a minor. Mm.
Yeah, I have a question. Like, what are your stances on family relationship? Like,
Mm.
do you like communicate with your cousins, your first cousin, second cousins, and third cousins, or do you only stay like talking with your mom, dad, and like whoever's in your family, and then when they
Uh,
leave,
mhm.
when your siblings leave, you just stop talking to them or something like that?
For me, I would say most of my family, or mostly like 90% of my family live in their country, and then just like at least 6 people in my family actually live in here, where in my country, right?
Same, like
So,
it's
mm,
yeah, like for me, my like you said, most of my family lives like in a different country, and I only me, my mom, my dad, and my sister are the only ones who remain right now because the
mm,
rest of my siblings moved out.
mhm,
So yeah, it's a little lonely here, but yeah,
mhm.
I got nothing really more to say about that. What about you, Shaila?
Yeah.
What is your stance on family?
Yeah.
Let's just leave
I
it
know
from
this
there.
is really random, but I'm not sure if you guys are able to see it. But if you go outside, there's a golden moon right now, and it's like the first in a while, and it's a full moon. I wonder if you heard it on the news. They were calling it the strawberry moon because when it first came out, the strawberries were like really good at that time, and right now it's really bright, and it looks like it's really close as an
Mine,
illusion due to how close the earth is to it.
mine's literally is covered by trees. I can see a little bit of it,
Oh
but it's
my
just
god.
covered by
Mine is in
trees.
the.
What about you, Pody Boy? Yeah,
Hey, what about what?
like the moon.
Oh, I could not see it. I'm like the other side of my apartment, and that shit is not helping me right now.
Oh, I'm gonna take pictures for you. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
Can you send me some too? I can barely
Yeah,
see
yeah,
it.
yeah. I got you. I got you. I'm
All right,
literally outside barefoot.
type shit. So, have you guys ever heard of the live action, or the like the Hamilton kind of Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah.
So yeah, so what I've heard now, or what's been going on online a lot, is so you know how like the new actor, or like the actor that was playing Juliet was a person of color. The amount of like the racist, like she's have had a lot of racist, like racial and
Yeah.
racist abuse at her. Like a lot of you, like I know like a lot of people who watch this podcast are, mostly young teens and older teens. You've been on TikTok, and you've seen the racist attack and the racist memes, and like the racist jokes about her. So it just came out that she got a lot of racist comments on like her part in the Romeo and Juliet production, or the play, right? Um, I have a whole article here I can explain to you, and I have the post as well. So this article starts with, at the end of March, London Jamie Lloyd Company announced that its upcoming production of Romeo and Juliet would start Tom Holland and Francis. I can't pronounce that, but Francis at Muda Rivers. Minutes after she shared the news on her Instagram, the actress, who is black, or a person of color, was met with racist comments about her casting as Juliet. And I saw a lot of it too. And most people thought it was funny, and like, sure, I thought it was funny too, because I thought it was just joking around. But no, a lot of people who were really mad at her being the new Juliet for the Romeo and Juliet. Um I when I heard about the news on TikTok, talking about like how she got a lot of racist attack, I felt so bad, and like I couldn't do much, because I'm just another person in the world, and I wouldn't be able to do much, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
I heard about a lot about her, like her racist attack on the comments and shit. Again, on the article, says, but the character is white. One person wrote. Okay, that's another. I don't like that. Like a lot of like, just like the article says, a lot of people were like, "Oh no, but Julia is white in the show." Like, okay, no one told you to fucking watch it. Like,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. So yeah, one person wrote. The
That's
world.
honestly the
Mhm.
first time I've ever heard of like something like that outrageous happening when it comes to picking out actors. Like honestly, the
Mhm.
only thing I've heard is people like discriminating the actors due to their past history, but never because of their race.
Have you
If
not? Wait, so you haven't heard about the drama of the Little Mermaid, the new
Mhm.
live action one?
No,
Because like
honestly, for that one either. It's
there was
really like new.
yeah, there was like a live action mermaid. I can't remember when they made it, but
Yeah,
like they
I know the
recasted.
movie.
Yeah, they recasted her like the main role as a black girl, and people like were mainly I don't know white people probably were outraged at the fact that it was like a white person instead of like it was a black person instead of a white mermaid.
I see, I saw a lot of the articles, the news articles about it, and I felt so bad. Like, shut the fuck up. She can be an actor, and she finally got the chance to be an actor in a play in a really like big production, right? And like, I wouldn't say most people felt like jealous, but people should have felt jealous because like she got the role as a really big what's it called character in the I think the Disney franchise, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Yeah, the Disney franchise. Like,
Yeah,
why do people care? It's like let her do what she like wants to do. It's not
Exactly.
yeah,
Like,
no
it's not like they were lucky enough to even be able to be in such a big show.
exactly like
Not show, like big movie. Like,
mm,
you're out there, you're putting this movie, we're putting a different race into it. We're kind of changing the storyline up. Like, it's giving like a
mm,
little spice. And these
e-
people are just hating because of her race. Like,
exactly,
it's not about her race, it's about the storyline and how this movie goes.
exactly. Like people are just too much sometimes. Okay, so again, the article says the world is not racist, but this is the worst casting ever for Juliet. I've not seen anything like before the whole play. So I like so Tom Holland. I've seen a lot of it, a lot of his movies, but the actor for Julia, I haven't seen any production at first. But still, maybe they're right, but I'm not sure about that part. Let me check this shit out. Live action Romeo and Juliet versus 24. Let's see here. Hmm. Mhm. She's been in some shows. Not bad. 7.3 on
Who?
MDB or IMDb. 7.3 is
Who?
that's not bad.
What are
I
you talking about?
the actor who got like racially bullied.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, so I'm just checking the movie she's been like uh a part of. She hasn't been in big roles. Going to IMDb. She has not had like really big uh parts in shows, but she's been composed a lot of stuff and wrote a movie too. Either way, still like
That's a really big jump, though. You come from just being like an actor in the back or just a little side chat with the main
mhm,
actor where you're gonna come and you're gonna be one of the main actors just for you to get discriminated and not be able to do it.
exactly like let her be.
That's really disappointing. I would cry.
Exactly, like who wouldn't? People should shut up a little bit. Like let her do what she loves to do. Like if I don't know if she really likes doing like acting, but still, if she does or not, she's is free to do what she wants to do. And so yeah. So the Instagram post she posted online was this. It was from the what's it called the I think the production of the Romeo and Juliet live action thing. So the following announcement of our Romeo and Juliet cast, there was a there has been a barrage of deployable racial abuse online directed towards a member of our company. This must stop. We are working with a remarkable group of artists. We insist that they are free to create work without facing online harassment. We will continue to support and protect everyone in the company at all costs. Any abuse will not be tolerated. Bullying and harassment have no place online in our industry or in our wider communities. our rehearsal room is full of joy, compassion, kindness, and we celebrate the extraordinary talent of our incredible collaborators. The Romeo and Juliet community will continue to rehearse with generosity and love and focus with our creation and our production. That's a really sweet message, but again, it came from the same company, right? Like what was the company of harassment? But yeah, I'm glad that they went back to start the show again. But I'm not sure if I was 100% correct. But I don't know if they changed the actor. I saw a TikTok post, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, for now, yeah, that's Juliet, and I like I think we're a little bit like late on the whole what's it called, uh the
Drama.
whole yeah, the whole drama, yeah, all the but yeah, I think we're a little bit too late on the problem and the drama. But either way, this still has to be like that has to stop a little because like a lot of racist comments towards her. Like why her? Like she got a chance to be in a really big production. She I think she has been in bigger productions as well. She's wrote and stuff too. But like something like this where a lot of people is gonna like look at it still. And another thing too about it too, like all the racist comments, she's still gonna win it at the end too. Sure, she gets like all the comments, but she's getting the bag from all the bad critics because they're still watching the shit. So in a way, you know, still, but I hope everything goes well with her. Again, just people should stop being so like negative and so racist and misogynistic as well. A lot of people, I think there was a little bit of people who were
I mean,
misogynistic on that.
at that point, we're asking for the impossible. Like everyone is gonna.
No,
This
yeah,
world is just full of races. We can't stop all of
hmm
that, but we can just try and make it better by at least you stopping.
exactly. Like people should use more of their social media and for good instead of for the bad. Because I know half of the motherfuckers who were writing that shit were just on home at home, just on their fucking laptop, doing nothing but just writing shitty comments on her. Like okay, she's making triple the amount you're making, and you're just there like harassing her. Like, leave her the fuck alone. Like, get a life. So again, thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of this episode. Again, we are finally back with a new episode, and yeah, this is a little bit longer than the other. No, no. I think the second one was the longest one, but this is one of the longer episodes now because we actually have an episode instead of just a rant.
Yeah.
But new rant and new episodes are coming around. But again, thank you guys so much for sticking around for this episode. We are especially thankful for our special guest as well, who came up and gave her time to actually be on this episode of the podcast.
Yeah, no problem. I would really love to do this again. It's really fun.
Yeah, thank you.
So, thank you for joining us on this episode of the Border Hoppers, and we really appreciate you actually showing up and everything.
Yes.
Thank
Again,
you for allowing me to even be on this episode.
you're really welcome.
Everyone's welcome.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
postponed this a lot too many times, so we really wanted you to be a part of this podcast. Plus, you wanted to be on it too, so we really wanted you to be a part of it too. Again, guys, the link tree and the Instagram are all going to be on the description below on the YouTube, on the Spotify. Again, the link tree is going to be connected there too. You can go on our TikTok, our Instagram, and every other social media we have. You guys can follow us there. We post a lot of the like the not be we are gonna start posting more behind the scenes of the podcast on one of the social media. For now, we're just are advertising our podcast around there. And again, another message is stop being fucking racist. Like we can't like fully stop people who are racist to stop being racist, but we really wanted to like actually stop like or just like slow down a little bit because like people should stop being racist. Like
Yeah.
there's no winning off of it. And
Stop discriminating people without a reason just because you're influenced by your friends or random YouTubers that you watch.
exactly don't like ugh. But again, thank you guys so much for sticking around this episode. Again, that's most of it. Thank you Thank you to my co-host, the special guest, and my team as well. Uh, I don't know how to end this episode, but again,
Just
thank.
yeah, we can just make it fade off to the distance as we like randomly just talk shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, bye guys.
Bye.
bye guys.
By the way,
Please.
your mic literally like made it like much more louder now. Like your mic is much
God
louder
damn
now.
it. Anyways, bye guys. I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, or morning, wherever you may be. And please follow us on all of our socials and on Spotify, YouTube, and everything else. And yeah,
Everything nice.
share our podcast to your friends, your dog, your family, fucking anyone has a bird, anyone who has a phone. Thank you again. And please, again, love you guys so much. We'll see you in the next
Thank you for the views and see ya.
We will see you in the next episode of The
Make
Border
Border
the
Hop.
Hop.